Get him, Buff. Ride him.
Ah!
This has become my all-time new favorite game. Like, seriously. If anyone ever asks me what my favorite game is, my most underrated game of 2018 is Monster Hunter Worlds. Where else do we get to that? Whoa, hello. Oh my god. Oh, I'm hurt. I'm hurt bad. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. What's going on, guys? It is Wally with the Misadventures, and we are in the final hours of countdown before Monster Hunter Worlds hits the shelves and we are all able to play it. I hadn't played it too much beforehand, but I did manage to get to check it out here over the last beta weekend, and I gotta say, I really enjoyed it. Far more than I thought I would. You know, the fighting is actually challenging. I felt like I had to engage myself very much so, even though it was PvE, and I think that's a great trait of a PvE game. I think too often in today's society, companies worry more about making games accessible for everyone to play, rather than focusing on the core mechanic of making a good game. So it's refreshing in my mind to see a game that is simplistic enough that new people are going to be able to play, and new people to the series, such as myself, will be able to pick up and get into. But at the same time, you'll be able to progress through and fight some rather difficult, challenging monsters. Now, setting the actual fighting of the monsters aside, one of the things that I'm really looking forward to in this game that they appear to have fleshed out rather well is the differences between the styles of weapons and the stats and the perks that you can get to go along with all of that. I'm hooked. Simply put, I'm hooked. I didn't even touch the skills during the beta. I think the most I did was customize my armor a little bit to give me more attack power, which was just one thing that kind of stood out. I didn't even look into it, didn't even research any of the stuff that was going on with the remainder of the stats for the armor, and I can't wait to get caught up in all of it. One of the other biggest things that I'm sure people that happen to watch our stream that we did over the beta weekend on this will notice is that it's fun. I found myself just laughing hysterically at different things that were happening, and even though we were getting beaten by some of these monsters, even though the controls felt very unfamiliar at first, after you started to pick up on it, they become almost very intuitive. The game itself, at its core, is fun, and it was very, fun to play that. I don't know how to put that any other way. Between the action and the combat and just trying to team up and play together to take these things out, it works really well. And even though we were just getting trashed on by a couple of these monsters, and we were admittedly putting ourselves in situations that we shouldn't have been, and we were grossly underprepared here for the challenges that this game can present, especially if you don't know what you're doing, I never got ragey at it. It never put me in the feeling or the emotion of, oh man, screw this game. This game is a bunch of BS or anything else like that. You know, we'd die or we'd run out of time and it would be, hey, you know, let's do it again. We know what we got to do. Let's reset. Let's re-attack it and refresh in. It was a lot of fun. It was just the replay value even on some of the missions. I went back and played them several times. Each time the fight was different and it was fun. So all that being said, I think I'm going to go ahead and call the video here today, guys. I'm going to leave some footage in the background if you'd like to continue to watch. It was me fighting the first monster solo. Not a very hard challenge at first when we started playing. He felt very hard, but as time progressed and we got better at the controls and the games and handling our weapons, things got easier, and it's really cool and almost very rewarding to see how you can go from this guy beating the hell out of you to turning around and beating the hell out of him with very little ease on a solo run. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this style of content, you want to see more of it, be sure to give the video a like. Helps us rate how our videos are doing and gives us a slight bump in the ratings going forward so that other people might be able to see it as well. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe to keep up with all things new from Buff and Wally. And if you're a returning viewer, thanks so much for stopping by. It always means a lot to have you guys continue to come back and watch the content that we put out. We couldn't do it without you, and we absolutely do it for you. So from all of us here at the Misadventures of Buff and Wally, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys after a while.
You completed the quest! Congrats!